Howdy folks, good afternoon. Today is Tuesday, October 12th, 2021, and I'm over at Stump Pass, and noticeably, as I was walking through here, I noticed a particular tree slash perennial shrub that is found here, and I have not had a chance to do a video on it yet. So without further ado, let's introduce it, shall we? So as I was walking through, I was walking to my right, and I noticed a lot of these showy yellow flowers on this plant, on this shrub or tree. In a sense, it could kind of be a combination of both. Some of you who have resided down here for quite some time, this may look very familiar. But to those of you who are not as familiar, this is something called a Common Laburnum, or under the scientific name of Laburnum inaugurates, something of the sort. Honestly, I kind of struggle to pronounce scientific names. But, so, you may be thinking the first question that comes to mind is it a native plant? Well, actually, it's kind of in between. It's classified as a non-native, but it's not considered to be an invasive. Fascinating enough. Now, with that being said, given that it is non-native, it's been known to be coming from parts of Southern Europe. As a matter of fact, it's just a note. And, of course, in the past, it was introduced for ornamental reason. I mean, think about it. You look at the plant real closely, and it actually has a very intricate pattern. Especially along the flowers here. And with most plants, this is called a racheme. And what that basically means is it's like one large bundle of flowers towards the top of the stalk. And for me, each individual flower, this is what they appear as. So it's kind of like kind of reminds me of looking at a horn or something of the sort. I don't know. But this is one individual flower. As you can see, they have those anthers and stamens, as well as the petals. So, even though these are non-native, these are actually very popular for our pollinators. I noticed we have a little bit of honeybees flying around right now. Unfortunately, even honeybees, especially European honeybees, are not even native to the United States either. But you could say that this shrub is a bit dense, seeing how it does indeed spread a little bit. And its leaf arrangement, you can see that along the limb here, it alternates on each side. But then as you go up further, they're directly opposite of each other, which is actually quite fascinating. Come to think of it, you don't usually see that too often with leaf arrangements. You're basically seeing two different types on one limb. Now, this plant is unfortunately poisonous. And it's poisonous given the fact that it contains a chemical called Cytisine. And the symptoms of ingesting Cytisine is not good. Usually just a little after, maybe half hour later after ingesting it, any part of the plant, whether it be the flower, the leaves, or even the wood. I mean, that was silly. I don't think you would eat the wood. But The symptoms can include, but not limited to, vomiting, diarrhea, and extreme stomach pain. So you could say that within a short time, the symptoms are not very pleasant. And there's actually been history on the plant that it used to be planted around schools, in community gardens, even down here. And this plant is considered a legume, so that means that they produce pea pods that have seeds, and those are also poisonous. But the history goes, any kids that would be in the playground, they would have to immediately be admitted to a hospital to receive treatment. So here's a word of advice, mates. For any of you adults that have kids, and you're out here at Stump Pass and you start seeing those seed pods, please don't let your kids eat them, because it's unsafe. I mean, even though our wildlife can consume it, we don't have the same type of metabolism that can tolerate particular chemicals the same way. Let's just say our digestive system is a lot more sensitive. So please, please, please keep that in mind, you guys. I may even put it in caps too in my video description. So just a word of advice. Please don't let your kids or even yourselves eat them. I mean, unless if you want the symptoms, but I highly doubt it. But yeah, that is the common laburnum. Watch out for those. And you can remove them too, but oftentimes, since it really doesn't cause any harm, since it's just a non-native, it's not as detrimental to the environment. And just to finish off the video, just want to watch my step, because I am indeed barefoot. We're looking at the sandspur right here. See those spikes along the top? Yeah, those are sandspurs. It's a common grass found in Florida. Oftentimes, those spike balls that you see, they protect other seeds for the grass. So it's, in a sense, it kind of acts like a cactus, but it's not really a cactus. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, you gotta watch out for these too. They kind of act like, I've seen like a funny picture, like if you thought stepping on Legos were painful, stepping on those pods are even more painful. And trust me, I have felt it quite a few times, and they hurt. Definitely watch out for these too. And yeah, they can grow, just based off of what I'm looking at here, they could grow anywhere around 2 to 3 feet in height. No, these are native though, so they don't pose a danger. But despite what they do to our skin, they actually act as an excellent anchoring plant as well, especially for the sand out here. So alright, you guys, I think that should wrap up the video. Hope you all learned something of value regarding the common laburnum and the sandspur. Those were just two plants that I really wanted to point out to you guys, because they were two separate plants that I haven't done videos on at Stump Pass. So alright, you guys, hope you all have a tenacious Tuesday. Enjoy your evening, and journey on a journey is outwards. Take care, folks. See ya.